Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for being here today. We are gathered here because we all share a belief in the power of dreams. And I want to tell you today, dream big, because when you dare to dream beyond the limits, you're setting the stage for something extraordinary. Your dreams are not just idle thoughts, they are the seeds of your future. But here's the truth. It's not just about dreaming, it's about achieving. It's about turning that dream into a reality so much bigger than you ever imagined. When you set your sights high, when you dream of things that seem impossible, you are stepping into the unknown. But that is where true greatness lies. The world was shaped by those who dared to believe in something beyond their circumstances. The power of vision lies not merely in its ability to inspire, but in its capacity to define our entire existence. For vision is the guiding force that shapes our every action, decision, and step forward, propelling us toward a future that we may not yet see with our eyes, but we can feel in the depths of our hearts as the dream unfolds before us, carving a path where there was once only uncertainty and ambiguity, teaching us that nothing great was ever achieved without first daring to envision it, and in that vision, we find the spark that lights the fire of our determination. As the clear picture of what could be becomes the reason we wake up each morning, our hearts fueled by purpose, and our minds sharpened by the promise of what is to come, no matter how distant or impossible it may seem at the outset. For vision creates hope, and hope sustains us through the darkest times, enabling us to rise above the challenges and setbacks, knowing that every obstacle is but a stepping stone in the pursuit of something far greater than we can grasp at the moment. And with each passing day, that vision becomes clearer, stronger, and more real as we take one step after another toward the fulfillment of that dream, drawing closer to the person we are meant to become, the person who lives that vision fully and completely, who steps into their purpose with courage and conviction, ready to embrace the unknown and transform it into something extraordinary. For the power of vision lies in its ability to not only show us what we could be, but to make us believe deeply and profoundly that we can become it, and when that belief takes root in our soul. Overcoming challenges is not simply about surviving the hardships life throws at us. It's about embracing the struggle, learning from it, and using it as a stepping stone to grow stronger and more resilient. For each challenge presents an opportunity to become something greater, something tougher, something more capable than we were before. And although the road may seem long and filled with obstacles, the truth is that every challenge we face builds the strength needed to rise above it, shaping us into individuals who are not afraid to face adversity. Knowing that the journey may not always be easy, but it is always worth it. For the strength gained through challenges is not measured in the absence of difficulties, but in the courage and persistence to push through them. And when we meet obstacles head on, when we refuse to give up in the face of setbacks, we discover the depth of our own potential. And with every hurdle we clear, we realize that we are capable of achieving more than we once thought possible. And it is through these very challenges that we refine our character, sharpen our minds, and strengthen our will to succeed, for it is in the hard times that we learn the most. Not just about the world around us, but about who we truly are. And as we overcome one challenge after another, we begin to understand that the difficulties we face are not roadblocks, but the building blocks of our success, as they force us to adapt, to think creatively, and to push beyond our limits, transforming us into individuals who can handle anything that comes our way. For each challenge is not just an obstacle to be conquered. It is a lesson, a reminder that the greatest achievements come not from ease, but from perseverance. And it is this perseverance that becomes the foundation of our success. Because as we overcome challenges, we realize that we are not defined by the hardships we face, but by how we respond to them. And when we respond with faith, determination, and a willingness to keep moving forward, we turn every challenge into an opportunity to grow, to improve, and to ultimately achieve more than we ever imagined. But challenges are not the end of the road, but the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where we are stronger, wiser, and more prepared to face whatever comes next. And with each victory, we find ourselves standing taller, more confident, and more certain of the power we possess within ourselves to overcome anything that stands in our way. Faith in yourself and the journey is the unwavering belief that no matter how winding the road, no matter how uncertain the path ahead, you have the strength, the resilience, and the inner power to see it through. For when you trust in yourself,